Hi folks, it's John Nizman from lastchanceautostore.com, and today we're standing in front of the 1989 Volkswagen Jetta two-door that we've been doing quite a bit of work on. So the last time we did an update on this, I believe we had just pulled it out of the paint booth. The body and paint was done. We showed the sparkle metallic paint, but it didn't have the grille, the bumpers, or the assembly done. So basically we're just going to share with you, just do a short little video walking around. So what we did is we put the bumper cover back on, and we've added a red stripe to go insert around all of the trim, both front and rear bumpers. And, hi Bella. And we've got the flares put on, so we've done the bumper with the decal. We've got the marker lights back in. We have all of the weather stripping put back on. We've replaced the windshield with a new windshield and seal. You can see it's quite an attractive. I'll just step out of the way a little bit. So now we have these aftermarket 15-inch wheels. We have the factory correct Fender Flares that are bolted in correctly. You can see the moldings down the side, the flares on the back. I apologize for the dust. We're on a dirt road and we've got some dust build up, so we'll have to clean the car a little bit further. So it's got a nice stance, and the bigger wheels kind of freshen it up a little bit. And if you come around the back here, we have the spoiler reinstalled or back on, the tail lights, the Volkswagen logo and the back crest. And then the bumper, once again, we're going to add some cleaner to that because right now it's just dusty from the dust this time of year. And then their customer wanted a trailer hitch installed, so we've added a trailer hitch. And we come around this side. So basically, the exterior is done other than cleaning it and detailing. And then we've made some enhancements on the interior. So basically what I'll do is, I think, because of the glare, I'll just open up this passenger side, because we did a couple of neat little enhancements to the interior. First of all, this, we had a parts vehicle supplied by our client, and this upholstery, so basically we changed the interior. So we've got the nicer upholstery, which we will be shampooing. So we've added rear parcel shelf with the black carpet. We have upgraded 6x9 speakers in the rear. The headliner has all been redone, and it just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So the interior now, instead of being a blue color, is now a gray with the black carpeting. So then what we did is our client wanted to have an enhanced console and a GPS. Now, she didn't want to have a GPS typically hanging up in the windshield with the wire hanging down. So what we did is we modified this console. So a couple of important features our client wanted to have: a better sounding stereo. So we've got a new JVC deck, and we have a wireless remote control for it. We've added speakers up in the dash. There are 4 or 4.25 inch speakers in the corners in the factory locations. We have 2 more speakers that we have built in the correct factory locations on both doors. And then we've had the 2 6x9s in the back. So it's a really nice upgraded concert sound. And with this stereo, it has a USB port and all kinds of different ways to listen to music. And then we've got the wiring done correctly. It was all kind of cobbled up before in the other stereo. So our client wanted a better sounding sound system, which we have. She wanted to have a GPS, as I mentioned, but not up here. So what we did is we modified this console, and I think the camera can pick it up. So rather than having this is a Garmin that we purchased brand new. Rather than having this unit up in the dash and dangling, we actually modified this console, and we've added it in the back of the console. So it's actually fastened securely through the back. We added an auxiliary plug in the back. So it's the equivalent of a cigarette lighter for a power source. So we've hidden that in behind and fastened it to the back of the cluster. So with that in place, we now have this GPS for our customer, which she can adjust and move around. So if the passenger wanted to set it up, or it tilts and so on. And then we've still maintained the auxiliary lighter here, which is from the factory. So we can still plug in a cell phone or something like that for power. So we've got the GPS here, which is quite a nice feature to have. The other thing, so this is an 89 Jetta, it never had any areas for cup holders. So what we did is we went to a salvage yard, and I think you can pick up on it here. So this cup holder and insert is pretty creative. One of our guys had the idea of getting a console out of a newer Volkswagen. So we went to a local salvage yard and we bought a console from a damaged car, and between the two consoles we were able to create this one. So this is the original console, but you can see we now have a dual cup holder. So this design never came with that, and so we've modified it and we've epoxied it and screwed it in place. So now we have a storage tray in the back, double cup holder here, and then as a bonus, I'm not sure if the client will like this or not, but the boot that was in this car was split and cracked wide open. So the newer car that we got this cup holder from, we were able to get this leather boot. So this ties in with the red trim on the outside. So basically, this is just a couple of minor little upgrades that we've done on this 89 Jetta. So I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com, and I thank you for watching.